New York City, winter of 2024. Beneath the flickering neon lights and the distant wail of sirens, the city that never sleeps is restless. Not with dreams, but secrets. Ancient ones, corrupt ones, secrets that slither through alleyways and high rises, buried under the weight of steel and silence. And some secrets? They bleed. It starts with a name. Julian Vega, 29. Junior prosecutor, known in the DA's office as the Boy Scout, for his textbook ethics and relentless belief in the law. The kind of man who quoted the Constitution like scripture, even in bars. He vanished on a cold November night in 2024. No warning, no call, no body, just an unanswered knock at his sister's door. Julian's apartment was pristine, laptop gone, his bed made, his cat unfed. The police filed a missing persons report, shrugged, and moved on. But his sister Sofia Vega didn't. She knew him. He wasn't the type to ghost a text, let alone vanish. She began her own search. And soon, she found a thread Julian left behind, a single note buried in a password-protected drive. 4 words. Boone, Sundown, Red Hook, Run, Detective Lena Rourke, Internal Affairs, 44. Hardened, stoic, eyes like concrete slabs. She joined the force in 2008, survived 3 precincts, the opioid wave, and a bullet that still lives near her spine. IA gave her a badge, a closet, and a long list of enemies. She takes on Julian's case unofficially, first out of duty, then obsession. His files don't read like legal briefs. They're war maps, crossed names, shuffled photos, redacted PDFs. Julian had been investigating the Sundown Group. On paper, a defunct security firm. In reality, a covert domestic task force born post 9/11 and buried under 5 layers of shell companies. Used for urban stabilization. What that meant: black-bagging whistleblowers, running illegal detainments, extrajudicial kills. Rourke finds patterns, names of people declared dead in car crashes, fires, drownings. All had once testified, leaked, or filed complaints. All had brushed against Sundown. And then there's the money. City contracts rerouted through sanitation budgets. Payments signed off by former Commissioner Arthur Boone, the same man who vanished from public life in 2021. December 23, 2024. A man is pulled from the East River near the Brooklyn Navy Yard. No fingerprints, no teeth, gunshot wounds to the gut. The press says gang hit. Case closed, but Rourke gets CCTV from a traffic cam facing the water. A shadow moves across the frame at 2:13 a.m., tall, armored, silent. This is the first visual confirmation of the cleaner. Rumors about him had swirled for years. Ghost stories among precinct rookies. A Sundown asset used to mop up botched ops. No real ID, always one step ahead of internal affairs. Now he was real. And he was back. Sofia begins releasing pieces of Julian's data online. She uses pseudonyms, VPNs, drops video files anonymously to bloggers. For 48 hours, she trends. The internet calls her brave. Then the threats start. She receives a package, her own driver's license in a bloodied envelope. The police don't help. Instead, 2 plainclothes men show up at her door claiming to be Homeland Security. She disappears the next day. Her last voicemail is a whisper. Lena, they know. They know I have the drive. There's a room under Julian's bed. Like, in the floor. He knew they'd come. Please, don't trust anyone, not even the ones who wear blue. Her apartment burns the next morning. Gas leak, no survivors. Rourke follows Julian's trail to an abandoned warehouse in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. She goes in alone. No warrant, no backup, just a loaded .45 and a bottle of Advil in her coat pocket. Inside, a graveyard of secrets, dozens of screens, surveillance feeds, rooms with restraints, documents, body cams, video of interrogations done in the dark, masked men demanding names, locations, USBs. In the center of the room, Julian's cracked badge. And then, a voice. Elias Brand, ex-military. Ex-human, now, Sundown's executioner-in-chief. He calls what they do necessary. Says Rourke wouldn't understand the cost of order. She fires first, misses. He doesn't. Rourke survives. Bullet to the shoulder. She stumbles out with a hard drive duct taped to her stomach. She leaks everything, sends files to every contact she has. Some print them, most don't. The mayor denies it all. The NYPD launches a task force that leads nowhere. Rourke is placed on psychiatric leave. The story dies quietly. No arrests, no indictments, just silence. And in the East River, another body floats by, nameless, toothless. January 2025. New York is cold again. Ice on the rooftops, steel in the air. The secrets are still here. They just moved deeper underground. Julian Vega is still missing. Sophia is still gone. And Elias Brand? Never caught, never even seen again. But every so often, if you walk alone at night near Red Hook, you might feel it, the air thickening. The silence stretching. And if you listen real close, you might hear a voice beneath the concrete, whispering one word: run. This story is fictional, but the machinery of power, corruption, and silence? That part is very, very real.